What's good, YouTube? It's your favorite flightless bird back here with another video, and today we're doing part 3 of the How to Get Better Warzone series, talking communications, COMS for short. It's an absolute must-have if you're trying to just improve your overall gameplay, improve your PR, just get better at the game in general. I'm going to try to not talk very much through this so you guys can hear a lot of the comms that we give, but it's a good example of, like, we're not pros, we do this for fun, we're just here to have a good time, but we talk shit, but we have really good comms also when it matters. So let's run through it. So as usual, you know, we pretty well already know right off the rip where we're dropping, but if you don't, a good way to point out is pings. Every now and then we'll change it up. Make sure you guys are asking before you're over halfway through the map. If you wait too long to give a comm of where you're dropping, you're obviously going to end up at the last one down on the ground, last one of a gun or contract, whatever it is you're trying to get down to.
Alright, well. Here go the fucking imaginary friends again.
Miss Turtle and her imaginary friends. And good old Call of Duty dead slides.
I could go for a cheeseburger right now?
I'm reading chat is what I'm doing, so if you guys ever figure out that I'm just kind of looking at the ground or doing nothing, I'm looking at chat. I see the guy really late. This is one of them things about not having your crosshairs on the ground and not sitting at the ground.
Jody. You took my motherfucking cluster, whatever the fuck.
Will you buy me a loadout, please?
And this is kind of what I meant. You know, we're here to have a good time. We're talking shit, but at the same time, hey, you have money for a loadout. Will you buy us a loadout? Blah, blah, blah.
Trying to be friends.
One thing I will say is that we start shooting the boat. Who be you and I start shooting over here at the boat and never say anything if there's anybody over here. As you guys know, if you watch my stream, that link will be in the description as always. But if you watch me stream,
There's a Muni.
you'll know that I often run off like this by myself. So it's not unusual for me to be over here fighting teams by myself.
There's a guy on the boat.
But like right there, Miss Turtle says,
That was
who are we shooting? Why are we shooting? And that's a comm. That's a fail on my part. I should have just said that. But like I said, I didn't imagine any of them to push over here and help. So PPSH is not the gun for that, but outside of ammo.
Where's his teammates?
My money's on the buy. What am I supposed to buy?
UAV.
You're
Why are we yelling?
You know what? Because I feel like he's fucking out.
Hey, yo, got a toggle that last game? Shut the fuck up, Duke.
Shout out to Duke, one of my biggest supporters. Always in stream, always give me shit.
I got a UAV in pocket and a Muni box.
Come and get it.
Just simple things like that, though. Like, oh, I have a UAV in my pocket. I have a Muni in my pocket. All that means is that she's holding it, right? And I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, this is basic knowledge," right? But I'm making these series for the very beginner players,
my guy.
right? So when somebody says, "I have a UAV in pocket," that means they're holding a UAV until somebody asks them to pop it.
Thing for me? I love this.
Same thing. I have a Muni box in pocket. That just means they're holding it until we need it, if we need it, etc., etc.
All right.
Can we pop UAV?
If you're playing with randoms and you're not using comms and you're not actually using a mic, pings are the greatest thing. A lot of BRs didn't have pings, and we have pings in Warzone, so make sure you're using them.
I hate that that worked.
Oh shit! Now reload, please. What the fuck?
Let's see, and Ginger gets here in a little bit of a panic.
Damn.
Runs into a full team, not expecting it.
Drop over 11, he toggled for sure.
So it's hard for him to go, hey, I got people here. They're over here, because he's in a little bit of a panic and he's yelling at the game. We all do it. All I can recommend is saying, you know, like, instead of yelling at the gun or yelling at the game, of like, oh, there's a guy up there by the truck, there's a guy over here by the buy, there's a guy pushing up the prison courtyard.
Right here.
Just for future reference, chat. Sorry, stream mode kicked in. Comments. Right here is not a comm. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you think you are. Right here is not a comm. Here, right here on me, those are not comms. If you play with the same team over and over again, a comm like on me gets a little bit easier because like my squad knows that when I say on me, I mean they are in my face, close enough to melee me. But in general, On me is not a comm. It means nothing without a ping. Same thing with right here or over there.
I don't see him.
On loadout.
See it right here. This was a perfect example of knowing that on me is not a good comm. So she said, "Did you see that guy?" I said, "No, I didn't." She said, "On loadout." So then I knew, like,
Yeah, I probably
okay,
don't.
I don't even need to look at her. I need to go to the
My
loadout.
side, guys, my side.
One more on my left.
And then right here, he said, "On my side." So I know immediately to watch that cross.
Oh, left, bro.
She calls out sniper tower. I say no on my
Like,
left.
Close left.
Close left. So now they know if they're coming to peek, which she is. Miss Turtle comes to check over. She's up standing on top of these little windows things, looking over me. She trusts me enough to win this gunfight.
And sniper.
Ginger comes over to help.
Hey, I got this dude. He's mad. He got executed.
Talking in chat.
Doors. Behind doors. Left side.
Yep, copy that.
So this is an important comm right here too, because he says doors left side. There's two sets of doors on the other end of prison. The ones right in front of me right here and the ones on the other side. He calls out left, so I immediately know to peek the left. I know Tiff, Miss Turtle, and Who Be You has the ladder under control because that's what they called out. So we kind of do a 2-and-2 split.
On gondola.
She says he's weak. That tells me to push that.
We
Or
need
to
go
check
back
it.
control. We need to rotate.
And I'm very focused on this kill. I got my down. I want to make sure I get my full.
The storm's moving.
So Tiff is taking over in-game
Hey
lead
guys, come on.
right here.
Spend some money on this.
In-game leads are very important, especially if you're playing with a quad. It doesn't have to be the most aggressive player. It doesn't have to be the best player.
Money on what
It
thing?
just has to be somebody that says, "Hey, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. This is what needs to be done."
Use the UAV thing.
Doesn't have to be the best player. It doesn't have to be the worst player.
Oh, yeah. I got
Generally speaking, it's me because I am most aggressive, so I'm usually rotating before everybody. But in a
Somebody bring
situation
me,
like
like,
that,
couple
I get
$100.
stuck fighting a team or I'm focused on a kill. Tiff takes over, or Miss Turtle, sorry, takes over the in-game lead and says, "No, this is what we're doing." And then right there, he gave a right here call out, but he pinged it.
Literal
So
bullet.
right here with a ping
You
is
guys need
perfectly
that.
acceptable because then you know right here you're talking about right there where the ping's at.
UAV is out of
I really
fuel.
don't like this
Returning for
fucking position
resupply.
either.
Can I have money, please?
Peace out.
Enemies right there.
Right.
Yeet.
Here. Spotted some cat.
Where is
Where are
here?
you, David?
On the fucking roof, you dick.
Do you realize that I'm not with you on the roof?
David, listen. David. Fuck.
And like I said, we're not
I'm
pros.
on the roof. I'm on the roof.
I was bringing it here.
Well, nobody said that.
This is just us
said
being
you were
us.
coming, David.
Here, I'm
We
throwing
talk
it
shit.
in the shit box.
Someone grab that.
Top control is Muni.
Insurgents will be gone soon.
That's a good comm. Top controls Muni. That way, if you need it, which I do need it,
We can play the road.
I know where to go. I kind of take back over in-game lead here. I tell her like, "Hey, we're gonna play the road." Tiff rotates early.
Good.
Yeah, second floor.
We have to watch for security as well.
That was a top green call out because Hubiu's sniping. He's our sniper support. His role is to stay back a little bit. That is his role in the team. He's kind of our
I'm gonna
eyes.
watch
Fucking
headquarters.
people.
One here. Wait.
Nope, UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
So the one thing I want to point out here is that Tiff is watching security as she called out.
In the air?
And one in the back. No, that's where all four.
Good job, Call of Duty.
I was like,
So the UAV showed us people at headquarters. I said I'm gonna watch headquarters.
Pushing.
Hubiu is sniping. He's watching green. He's watching far. He's our sniper
Over
support.
there.
Ginger is kind of with me. We're watching anything close. She's watching
I'm
security.
thinking there's still a team on the road. On the road.
I have one broken
Down in the
down on
road. Another one in the road. Another one deeper in the road.
So if you hear anybody ever call out another one deeper,
we should be
that
able
means
to
the
take the
same
road
spot
now.
you're looking, but further away.
You okay, Tiff?
And then obviously closer is
Yeah.
closer.
Can
But
you rotate this way?
I am. I'm rotating.
Lapine, you have plates, bud?
and this is again me taking over in-game lead. Like, hey, can you rotate to me?
Okay, we got circle.
Your actions count. I still got some.
And now this is us being a fluent enough squad where Tiff can take it back over.
David, I'm gonna rotate back around.
she says, hey, we got circle. I'm not pushing that. So now we know up here on the road that if we drop into tents up there, it is us three and we're down a player.
Guys, you three are over there. You good, right?
Yeah.
If you're getting comms such as like, hey, I'm going to rotate this way, or I'm going to push out here, or I don't want to push that building, you need to acknowledge it somehow. A lot of guys will...
Right to you, Tiff.
A lot of guys will, okay, copy, hear that. Just something, for me, it's usually like, yeah, I hear you.
I'm going to rotate the Tiff. You guys stay.
Copy.
We can play 2 and 2 split, and we can just hold this.
And this is the comms of we're going to take final circle here, and what we're going to do is...
watch for security too,
essentially, we're just going to pinch.
Yep. Alright, I'll play this road here, if you watch security.
So she's watching security for the push to come up, because the gas is going to force them out. I'm going to watch her left flank here in the road.
Is still down there.
They have to come up though, so I wouldn't really worry about them.
Yeah, they're going to be coming up probably the stairs by you.
Nice shot, bud.
Hoobie, you gets a good pick over there. I'm assuming that's top green, but he doesn't say. That's what he's been watching.
Yeah, can you see in the road, Jody? To my left?
Your left?
Yeah.
I can see somewhat of the road.
Okay. I just don't want him to push, you know, like between the tents and me not seeing him.
I just can't.
Oh, he's on the fucking road. On the stairs, Tiff.
I have one down in security. There's another one in security. He killed himself. Oh, behind me, David.
Coming towards you guys. Up here.
Okay, so this is important. I trust her to have that 1v1. She's going to win that. She says behind us. I'm going to let her fight that by herself. They call out one more pushing you, so I turn around to cover her flank. So if you go back and watch, you got Turtles covering the right, I'm covering Turtles left, and then Ginger's watching my left, and Who Be You is watching our deep sniper support. Everybody played the role really well. Get an easy dub. I mean, you can't draw it up any more perfect than that. Super busy endgame, but good comms makes it really, really easy to get through it. We all dropped pretty good kills there.
What I have? I can't see it. My camera's in the way.
Good 7. Good 7.
2900.
Let's go, baby.
But if this helped you, drop me a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, leave me comments what you want to see. I appreciate you.